Yes, I'm Mary Weber. I joined, became a member in January, and I don't do Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or the like, but you know, if I did, I would certainly be a follower of Pastor Paul Rohde. His Bible studies are thoughtful, informed, and frankly, to me, very impactful. Pastor Paul, he quiets my hunger for more biblical understanding, and I'm always seeking that. If you have not attended one of his topical sessions, often offered after this Sunday service, then I invite you to bring your coffee from fellowship over to the choir room or in here and buckle up. His sessions, series, or studies are thought-provoking Christian topics and Bible history. He always welcomes your questions, and he often encourages them. At least when he's speaking, something always is popping into my mind on, well, what about this? So I have attended several of his Sunday Bible programs, even before I became a member, such as the series on sibling rivalry in the Bible, which with lessons that are still quite valid for today. So think of Cain and Abel, or Jacob and Esau. And then there's Mary and Martha. And what about Abraham's first son, Ishmael, and then his half-brother, Isaac? Besides these ancient siblings, I began to muse about my own siblings and other families that I am aware of, and the siblings are not bosom buddies. Pastor Paul listens to questions without judgment. That's so important, and I find that quite prevalent in this congregation, that listening, accepting, without judgment. We are all Christians. For instance, some of the questions that I have had is, does Cain still go to heaven after he kills his brother? And did God ever punish Abraham for claiming Sarah was his sister and then giving her to the Pharaoh in Egypt? And how could Solomon have so many wives? Well, more recently, in June and July, Pastor Paul offered an informational series on an ELCA draft document, so from the entire synod, and it was titled Social Statement on Civic Life and Faith. Only 55 pages front and back. This draft was released for public comment before this October's vote. And Paul offered to discuss this very lengthy document in an open forum before the official synod vote, which is in October? Final draft will be. Okay, thank you. So I would just like to read you a little bit out of Article 13 from Section 2, which is the call to robust civic participation. Religion can create divisions in civic life, you think, or can contribute to mending the torn social fabric and reconciling divided peoples. This church, meaning the ELCA, urges all people of faith to seek a constructive role that counters growing polarization, distrust, and ill will. Religious traditions can offer particular gifts of moral vision, inclusion, and compassion, sorely needed in today's U.S. civic life. So, again, I don't even know what the next session for Paul Rohde will be, but Pastor Paul, I am hoping I will be there, and to the rest of you, I expect to see you there too. So buckle up.